Oh, this is interesting. Let's just stay on the topic of Christian Zionist support for Israel real quick. So here we go. So this is a very funny thing. Listen to Glenn Beck here.
I don't know why I was born, but there is something about the state of Israel that connects deeply to me. To have the privilege to stand with the Jew is a...
Okay, so let's break that down real quick. That's a very interesting... Listen closely.
I don't know why I was born, but there is something about the state of Israel that connects deeply to me.
Okay, so you see that? So, existential dread. I don't know why I'm here. You see the brainwashing? I don't know why I'm here, but I know I should support Israel. I don't know why I'm here or what's going on, but I know that country way over there. Yeah, I gotta have undying devotion to them. That means you're brainwashed. You're absolutely brainwashed. You're going to that dark place in your mind, that esoteric place, that metaphysical place in your mind of oh no, there's all the monsters. Oh, I'm gonna grab onto the rope of Israel and it's gonna take me out of here. You're becoming a soldier. You're becoming warlike. I don't have an identity. I don't know what's going on. Everything is so meaningless. But I can support Israel. That's an insane man. Now, this man, Glenn Beck, he's not a fraud. The reason he's not a fraud is because he's actually insane. He's a dry drunk. He's absolutely crazy. I know people that have worked with him. He claims he's the reincarnation of Walt Disney. I don't know what that means. I know that all I know is that means he's absolutely insane. I talked to a woman in Nashville who was a popular right-wing influencer who worked with him, told me he believes he's the reincarnation of Walt Disney. Walt Disney's spirit entered his body and guides him through the world. So,
to have the privilege to stand with the Jew is a tremendous honor.
I don't even
spiritually.
know. I don't know what that means, privilege to stand with the Jew. What does that mean? It's a privilege to stand with you. I don't know what that means. I really don't. They don't believe what you believe. And that's fine. That doesn't mean they're bad, but there's a separation here. It didn't always used to be this way. Christians used to not be Zionists, and they really didn't like Israel. That has been propaganda throughout the 80s and the 90s. This has been Temple Institute stuff to really hammer this home. To wed support of Israel with being anti-communist and anti-leftist, specifically. Oh, you know how you hate Russia? You know how you hate communism? You know how you hate the Soviet Union? Well, Israel can really help. So we saw them. That's kind of how the whole thing was really pitched. It's anti-leftist, anti-communism, a defense against us and Russia. This is how the whole thing was really, really, really pushed. You can look into quotes from Jerry Falwell, who really helped cement this. Ronald Reagan believed in the Temple Institute stuff, even though he had dementia and whatnot. He believed in all of that, with the third temple being rebuilt, bringing about the Antichrist, which the Antichrist has to be Jewish, according to the text. So they're trying to manipulate God into coming back. That's the core of this whole thing. The whole world has to turn against Israel, according to the text. They're people and children and publicly, and they want you to see it. They want to turn the world against them. They have almost no support. Their only point of contention is you're racist. That's all they've been doing it for 3 years now. Bill Maher is still saying it. Why don't you talk about the Christians in Nigeria that are being... Because we're not funding it. We're not funding the genocide in Myanmar. We're not funding the genocide in Nigeria. There's not lobbies in our country that are making us fund these things directly. We'd be talking about that too. If there were lobbies here sucking the country dry and getting public support to support a genocide. That's why we're not talking. What they're inferring is that we're obsessed with it because we're anti-Semites. This has been their play for 3 years. They have no other play other than misdirect. I can't talk about Israel. I can't defend Israel's actions. But what about this side over here? What about this human rights violation? What about that? Same with Saudi Arabia. It's the only way people were able to defend Saudi Arabia is, oh, well, what has America done? America's pretty bad too. Can we stay on topic here? Can we stay on the topic of what's actually happening in front of us right now? Don't do the misdirect stuff of, that's what friends do. When you go, hey, I don't like that you did this. And they go, well, you did, because they can't defend themselves. They can only attack. So, Bill Maher, who, by the way, he thinks the Bible is a farce. He thinks the whole Bible is a damn farce. But then he quotes the Hebrew Bible saying, there's this divine land lease for the Jews. So does Bill just hate Christianity? I don't know, man. When he talks about religion being so, like, the worst thing that plagues mankind, why is he all of a sudden quoting the Hebrew Bible, saying it belongs to the Jews? Why is the text all of a sudden valid, Bill? Bill, a comedian, if you don't know who Bill Maher is, he's a comedian in Hollywood who supports sex trafficking through procuring black hookers. Supports the sex trafficking industry, women who have been trafficked and everything. This has been his crusade, is why is there so much stigma around whores and paying for sex? And why is there such a stigma around human trafficking and sex trafficking? That's been his whole thing. So who knows what rooms he's been in terms of him, supporting
to stand
that.
with the Jew is a tremendous honor spiritually.
You're cocked. You're absolutely cocked. It's an honor to even be in your presence. Why? Why is it not the other way around? Why is it not the other way around? Why are we subservient to them? What is that, dude? And why do you think you're Walt Disney? He was an anti-Semite, so I don't even know why he's so Semitic.
I want to read a letter that I wrote that I am sending to the state of Israel. To Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and the honorable officials at the state of Israel. In this moment, I have chosen to ask you for citizenship in the state of Israel.
Please let me live in Israel. Please, it's an honor. It's an honor to even live in the same world as a Jew. Please let me live in Israel. Please.
I have nothing to offer but my voice of support. And some might say that my support might be more valuable as an independent voice. Perhaps they're correct. But my request for citizenship is not about words, it is about deeds. Why, one might wonder, would I want to embrace a heritage and identity that is so ruthlessly hunted down again and again? Yet it is precisely during such moments that we must choose to stand. I anticipate no privileges or exemption from the state of Israel. I instead yearn to align myself with those willing to rise, to fight, and sacrifice for the fundamental right to live. Is this not what both Israel and America embody? In closing, my desire for dual citizenship does not stem from any expectation of gain, but from a deep-rooted belief in standing with what is right and true. 10 years ago, I took my children to Israel for the first time, but we first visited Auschwitz in Poland. I told them, you cannot understand Israel without the Bible or Auschwitz. May Israel remain an eternal flame of hope, a beacon of resilience, and a testament to the enduring human spirit.
Yeah. That's great, man. Great stuff. Great stuff. Bill, Glenn, don't you think you're Walt Disney? Did he get citizenship? Did he actually get it? Did he get it? I really want to know. Does Glenn Beck have citizenship in Israel? You're so brainwashed if that's like, as of October 2025, Glenn Beck is not a citizen of Israel, but has publicly expressed his desire to become one. What the hell? Dude, I don't, everybody is so insane.